Paget. What are you doing down here?
Well, I just thought I'd take a walk on the docks. Look at the boats.
Yeah, boats are nice. Well, I guess you got a little time to talk about that proposition you mentioned.
Well, I was going to call you later.
Well, here I am. No time like the present. Unless you change your mind.
No. Like you say, no time like the present.
You know, I got a couple of friends who are in the similar sort of laundry business. I mentioned your name to them. They never heard of your operation.
Good. I like to run a quiet show.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm just a little curious where all the money's coming from.
And would you be surprised if I told you my sources didn't want me to reveal that?
No. Maybe I should ask where you're coming from.
It appears, Mr. Jerome, that you have some doubts about this.
Yeah, reasonable doubts, but I think you can dispel them, Mr. Paget.
All right. I suppose it's only fair you know a little bit about my operation.
Good, appreciate it.
I plan to move enormous amounts of cash in the crates that the Wellington collection is kept in.
And where is it coming from?
Forged artwork in Europe.
So the money's not here. What were you so uptight about the security and everything? I mean, Anna was perfectly capable of doing that job.
More than capable, which is exactly why I want to keep her, Sean Donnelly, and Commissioner Scorpio all occupied with the Wellington collection if I can, instead of my cash.
Anna's a terrific woman. We're good friends. Her husband was a friend of mine. At least he was before he died.
Well, good. That could work for us if you have her in your pocket like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, what I figure is, in a small town like Port Charles, we can push this cash through a number of local establishments that I'm sure you control.
I think you got my control a little exaggerated.
I don't think so. And with your help, there'll be that much more cash to push and that much more profit to share. We have a deal?
Yeah, we got a deal.
And what deal would that be, gentlemen?
I'd like to know, too.
Mr. Jerome and I were just discussing the Wellington theft.
Interesting topic, right, Ada?
Yeah, you want to enlighten us, Mr. Paget?
Well, we talked to the harbor master's office, and we think we may have a lead.
That's
Yeah.
about the deal you're talking about, right?
Well, we thought we'd ask some questions around here, yeah. It's not a deal.
No, the deal is that we were agreeing that we should both keep after trying to find the vase.
How civic-minded of you. Well, the Wellington vase is the very reason I'm down here. I received an anonymous tip only this morning.
That must be the sailor who's making those calls claiming
Right.
he found the vase.
Yeah, he put out the word that he was looking for a buyer.
Oh, so that's why you're down here, checking it out, right?
I thought I should, but it turns out it's just tar.
Yeah, well, talk from a sailor is hardly anything to be optimistic about. However, I'd have thought maybe you would have brought this to the attention of the police.
You're right, Commissioner. That was bad judgment on my part.
Excuse me, sir. I just wanted to let you know that the boat's ready and waiting.
Thank you.
Trip?
No, just taking a little ride around the bay.
Why would you want to do that? It's freezing.
To be honest, I'm a little fascinated with harbors, and I wanted to get a closer look at this one.
Yeah, the harbor is pretty. I should get over to the courthouse. They're picking the jurors for Libby's trial.
Yeah, it's come to my attention.
I was surprised you're not there already.
Oh, I'm on my way.
You want to go with me?
I can get the lady a lift.
That's okay. I'll go with you, Ian.
No trouble.
I know, but I think it's a good idea, because at least I'll have someone in the courtroom that I can sit next to.
Suit yourself.
I will.
Maybe we should have a little dinner later on.
Yeah, right. Talk about it.
Okay. After you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Commissioner, do you have a few moments we could possibly talk about some details of the Wellington theft?
I have my own methods, thank you, Mr. Paget, but We'll stay in touch. Well, the harbour master, tell him I'd like to see him in my office.
Okay, do I give him a reason?
Yeah, that I want to see him.
All right, for my own edification, then. You want to tell me what's going on
Apparently,
here?
our friend Paget has had a conversation with him about the Wellington case. I would like a little verification on that.
All right, I'll tell you what. Listen, you go over here, you sit down, take a load off your feet.
Right.
I'll get right on it.
Okay, you do
All
that.
right.
And get back to me, will you?
Oh,
This is
yeah,
important.
right away.
This isn't my office. Catherine, did you have anything to do with this?
Oh, now you just sit down. I knew that you'd be much, much too busy to help with the wedding arrangements, so I'm going to make it much easier for you.
This is a government office.
Oh, I know, and it's never looked better.
Catherine, look,
it's
we can't
wonderful.
have...
Now, you just sit. Relax. The mountain is coming to Mohammed. Louis! Showtime! We have chocolate cake, devil's food chocolate cake with vanilla icing. Or if you prefer, we could have vanilla cake with banana nut icing. Now you just oopsie-doozy. You just say the word and your wish is my command.
I'm going to have you locked up.
I've only begun to fight. Let there be music! Oh, I thought that he could be playing while our guests arrived. What are your thoughts, Hobson?
Unclear comes to
Oh,
mind.
isn't it wonderful? I agree with you, but I'm not through yet. Are you ready? Go! What do you mean?
No fireworks?
Well, I had thought about fireworks, but of course Louis reminded me that it might be a violation to shoot off a rocket in a public place. Now listen to me. Are we going to have a wedding? Or are we going to have a wedding?
Ah, cookie cutter, I do love you.
You better, because this kind of entertainment doesn't come cheap.
Oh,
What?